Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. And today, as you can see, we're going to be drawing Marvel's Black Panther. All rights to Marvel in creating Black Panther. And without further ado, let's get straight into this. So, after seeing the Black Panther movie, so here's a little backstory. After seeing the Black Panther movie, I liked it so much that I thought, why not make a Black Panther video? So I did. I went to work and started drawing my Black Panther. After that, I just started drawing, and then over the course of maybe a few hours and then some rest out in between, I ended up finishing my Black Panther in that amount of time. Now we're here drawing Black Panther. So, just letting you know, this was really fun to draw, and I hope you enjoy. And if you enjoy, remember to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications so you can see us and catch the latest videos. And now, let's continue with drawing Black Panther. So when drawing Black Panther, it was pretty fun, and I just liked the overall design that I ended up drawing. It came out really well, much better than I was expecting. I expected it to be decent, but then as soon as I started finishing up drawing it, that's when I really saw how good it became. And so that's what happened. So now it's this. And if you enjoy these kind of videos where I do Marvel characters and stuff like this, well, then subscribe and turn on notifications. That's the one thing people don't seem to always remember. It's really important to turn on notifications, because if you don't, you'll miss videos by me. And then, when will you get the next action? When will you see everything else? You won't. So, come on, subscribe. We're waiting. Alright, so with the hand, I would say the only real problem I had was drawing the hand. I'm not normally good at drawing hands, but I can draw hands, if you get what I mean. So, of course, I don't normally draw hands, so I just ended up doing this. But once I started seeing there was claws and everything, it actually ended up becoming really good. The claws started forming together, everything seemed to be going according to plan. And that, it did. So now, let me just come around. And yes, I will do the designs. I'll just have to get around to those at the very end. The claws were actually probably my favorite part to do, along with the head. And then the body was all my next favorite, if you can say that, really. But I just like this drawing overall. It was absolutely incredible to draw. And I'm looking forward to drawing other characters like Spider-Man or Hulk or even Iron Man. And maybe some villains if you really want to. But I'm gonna stick with drawing heroes because, of course, the heroes always win. Duh. Anyway, so let me get these lines in. And as I get these lines in, I'm gonna finish doing those on the other side too. The lines were probably one of my favorite parts about adding the design, well, with the texture, because it just seems so simple but yet so effective. And then, look what we have here. So now that I'm gonna be doing that, I'm just gonna finish up on all the outlined areas and add all the details. And this is really just a video to just show what I'm doing so far, because I just like drawing, and so I drew Black Panther. Simple enough, easy said. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the other side of the body. This is probably the only part that I actually really liked about it. And well, let me rephrase that. That's the only part that I actually really liked about the body. I like the arms, but I really like doing the torso and then the chain. the upper body was probably the coolest part, and then the hands and everything else. So just in case you're wondering why there's a big gap right here, that's all because of the fact that I was just going to go off paper. You know how certain designs will have, like, it'll just run off the paper and then that'll be that area done. So that's what I kind of did here. It just runs off the paper and then you don't see it. So it doesn't completely run off the paper. It just stops before the arm gets too long and then you just can't see the arm anymore. It just looks ridiculous in proportions and size. Anyway, besides that, this is not the actual Black Panther that you see in the beginning of the movie, just in case you're blah, 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 blah. Okay, I cannot speak today. Anyway, so this is not the original Black Panther that you see in the very beginning of the movie, or you might see in the trailers, because this is when he gets modified. Just in case you haven't seen the movie yet, there might be a few small spoilers, but nothing too big. Mainly just designs and what was shown in the movie on different designs and details created. Because if I spoiled the movie, that'd be no good. That's a meme and it's dead now, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. Alright, so the chain was really nice to draw. I just added different aspects and such in it. And I'm not gonna make it so that the lines become too thick, because if they become too thick, they'll then become really weird to draw, because then of course all the lines will be too thick, everything will kind of mess up. But I'm gonna stick with keeping the lines as neat as possible. Then of course I'm gonna add like the 3D effect by adding the line in the middle as it's showing the two different sides. After that, these are just gonna be like the different lines coming around and with more details. So now let's add more of the pattern for Black Panther. This is definitely one of my favorite drawings that I've done recently, or at least in 2018, because not only is it semi-realistic, it's just really cool. Black Panther is one of my favorite characters in Marvel. Of course, I have a few other characters in Marvel that I like, which I'm tied between a few of them. So anyway, let me know what your favorite Marvel character is in the comment section below. So now, got this part, up here, up here, up here, here, and here, and then over here. So now we're going to move on to the chest area, which was also a pretty good part to draw. Going to just add all the different outlines. So these were the come in more pattern designs, I guess you could say. And then with the pattern designs, it comes around here and then just off the side of the body so you can't actually see it. Next, we move up here and just add more of these lines to the rest of the body. So now I'm gonna do this carefully so the lines don't get too broken and so they end up looking nice. That's why it's gonna take a little longer to finish everything, because you don't wanna, when you're doing art with marker, you don't wanna mess it up, because you only get one shot. You can't go back. Of course, you can go back and look at it from the past once you've recorded the video and everything's done. But once everything's done, you can't go back. You've finished your art piece, and there is no going back. So, that's just something I wanted to quickly state, just in case any of you think, oh, it's fine, you can just erase it at the end. That only works when you're using pencil, of course. And, as most of you already probably know that, some people might not know that, and might take drawing with marker a little less serious. I mean, it's not too serious to the point where you have to be so cautious that it's hard and not fun to draw anymore, but to the point where it's still nice to draw. So I'm just gonna carefully outline and draw these now. I could have used my smaller marker, but then that would have taken a really long time just to finish everything. But I do have a black colored pencil, which I'm going to use to be doing all the outlines. So the coloring, not the outline itself. Which once that's done, it's going to end up looking really cool. So get ready for that. And if you like Black Panther, like the video, because Panthers are cool, and especially is the Black Panther. So let me come around here, and here, and here, and here. Alright, now that that's done, just add more details and designs here and there. Come up around here. Come up around here. And now we get to like the bandage kind of area. And by bandage, I just mean like the lines with the stripe in it and the middle. Those are some of the other cool designs that I really like about Black Panther. Just really, Black Panther in general is just super dope and super cool. Alright, now that we've got those two parts down, we've got the basic outline. So now we just need to end up using the different lines to mark everything. Do that here, 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 and here. And so you can still see Black Panther without it becoming too busy of an artwork that you can't even tell what's what. So you can still tell where all the lines and go. This area right here is probably the messiest area, but even that is still relatively neat. So let me finish off on here, 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 and here. With realistic drawings, it doesn't take too much effort. I mean, by effort, I mean it's not that hard once you get the hang of it. After you do a few drawings, then you'll start to be getting the hang of it, and it'll be easy as 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. I said that backwards, but yeah. Alright, now that I've done that, I'm gonna add the rest of the design pattern here and here. And then up here too, because that's just another main place to put all the design patterns. Alright, now that we've got all of that detail in, we're going to want to move over to the other side of the arm and add that here. Add more of the details. This is what a lot of the drawing is, but then the other portion of it that you don't think too much about, and you might think about this actually, there might be a few of you who actually think about this, is like the overall composure. When it's in 3D and in the movies, it just looks so vivid and real. You have to take time to appreciate just how good the drawing became. Or it was originally a drawing, and then they turned it into CGI, and then they just made it advance so much that it eventually became Black Panther. Other than that, I'm just going to come around here and come around here, 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 and just finish off completely over here. I'm going to add a few more lines there and there. Now we're going to add lines here and here to signify other like stripes and stuff going downward to the legs. Finally, the final details we need to add for the body is here. Now that we've got all of that done, we can add simple designs like here and here. Now let's add the words Black Panther here and big letters and boom. Nice and big, much bigger than the actual words of course. Best word of the year, of course. Anyway, so whoa. You're probably telling me right now that I actually missed this area. Nope, no I did not. Alright, now we've got everything. Add a few lines here and here. This kind of looks like an optical illusion almost, if you look at it long enough. But no, it is not an optical illusion. Actually, now that I'm using the small eraser, I can actually use the big eraser, seeing as this is a much bigger drawing. So let me do that. Erase, erase, erase. Erase here and here. With the big eraser, this is a gum eraser if you're wondering, but these big erasers work really well, especially for drawing and shading and then just coloring, because then it, of course, with this with this eraser in particular, you can erase the main parts of colored pencil, which is really good in case you just overlap or something along the lines of that happens. So now I'm just gonna finish up erasing everything else. Now that that's done and all settled with, now we can actually move on to adding the gray. So the silver or grayish color can go here, which is the main part that, of course, a lot of people might remember. And yes, the eyes stay white, in case you were wondering. So let me just finish up some designs and add those together. Details here, here, and there. Everywhere's details. And the silver is mainly vibranium, which, just in case you wondered, is, of course, what Black Panther uses to power his suit. So now that we've got that part done, we now need to get the chain area. That's another main area that I want to show. This is an area that might be overlooked by all the colors and all the design, but I assure you it's really there. Alright, so now let me do that, and then get the main chain in the middle, and then add the two links connecting them together. Now that we've got all of that done, I guess we can now move on. And now I'm going to use my black Sharpie from these pencils right here, or black colored pencil in Prismacolor. So let me just get that, and technical difficulties. No, I'm just kidding. So now that we have that, we can, you see how this works? You see how it's getting darker, but yet not overlapping all the actual shading? Yeah, this is what's really good about this, as you can see. So now let me get this side, this side, this side, and it's definitely dark, as you can tell. Not to the point where you can't see anything, but not too bright that it's just become impossible to even just look at completely. So you can still see the markers, but you might have to redo certain areas after that. So now let me get this side, and just fill in all the different gaps and such. I want to do it light so I can still see all the lines, and I'm just going to fill in the different boxes and squares and everything. So now that we've got that part, we're going to move outward and start going to the arms. I'll do the head last, or at least I'll do the head close to last. So now let's add the black out here, and right here is going to be a reflection, so you're going to want to keep that like nice and bright over here, and then move around here and here. And okay, change of plans. I'm actually going to do the head now, because the head's one of my favorite parts, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So let's get this part here, this part here. Quickly, we're going to finish up the bottom half of the face and then move to the top half of the face. So get the nose, everything, move up, and go past around the face. Face? No, it's definitely not a face, it's a face. But maybe one day it might be a face. So get this side, get this side. Pretty much just get the whole top half, really. So come around here, get the rest of this. And you see how good the Prismacolors work? The Prismacolors are really just amazing. They work wonders with markers too. Markers and pencil alike. So, as I finish off doing Black Panther, just want to do the ears here. And now let's start to move on over here. Alright. So as you can see, we're just outlining now and then coloring. And this is definitely going to be one of the longer videos. As you can see, it's hitting the 20-minute mark. And with hitting the 20-minute mark, that means this video is, of course, going to be one of the longer videos. But people like the longer videos. I've seen some of my friends' reactions to the videos, and they like the longer videos, or at least some of the longer videos. Some of them might get a little boring, but the majority of them are actually pretty good when they become longer. Not to the point where it's just become so different in a way that it's no longer showing what the actual drawing is and you're just rambling on. So, as I was saying before, the Prismacolors work well, and if you want to get Prismacolors, they're not too expensive. They're an okay price to buy for them, but then I'd say a pack is about $14 depending on which ones you get. You can get the tins, or you can actually get the ones in the plastic containers. And then some are plastic containers with the tins, which helps even more. Alright, now you can see how dark you can get, but I'm staying at the lightest tone. And by lightest tone, I mean brighter version of the black. So now that we've got that part, and that part, now let's move here and just fill in the blanks. This is like a coloring book, except I made the whole thing and the drawing itself. I have a color here. That's a darker area. And, oh yeah, this is a darker area. This is a darker area. And now that we've got that, let's move back on track with outlining everything. This shouldn't take too long, so let me just finish off the rest of this. Yeah, now we're moving on to a much faster pace. This area right here is going to be a little darker, but not the darkest we've seen so far. So now, in between more of the lines, in between the lines. Alright, so now we've got that side, that side, that side, that side. And now we're at the top with all the different textures. Now we're going to move on to this part right here and then work our way back around, because that's how you do it. Anyway, and if you're wondering if there's going to be any more dragon videos, like actual dragon heads, then yes, there's going to be some later on this week, probably during the weekend, or maybe on Friday, if I end up doing a double upload. So, do that here, 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 and finish off. Now that we've got most of the body, we all just need to finish off on the torso, and then that's where we'll be done. My English is on point today, so enjoy that. Finishing up. Alright, so right now, I just want to know what you think of this. If you think this is good for now, then thank you. I put a lot of work into this, so I would really hope you think it's good. So now, let me finish off. Now we're at the 24-minute mark, or 25-minute. And as we do this, I'm just gonna finish up. And if you hear anything in the background, by the way, just ignore that, just in case you hear anything. So now, let me finish up here, here, and here, and then finish up the bottom layer. And once we get to the torso, I think that's when we'll officially be done with the Black Panther drawing. Alright, let me just change this a little more. Sharpen this, sharpen, sharpen, sharpen. Alright, now let's get back into business. sharpening during videos, why not? I can do it better than you can. That is if you have an actual channel. So let me finish the Black Panther drawing, and then I'll get the silver to just add in all the other different areas that I didn't go to, like here and here and here. Oh, also, for here I'm gonna do a little darker right here, darker here, and then darker here too. Just so you can get the point on how the Prismacolor works and works with shadows. So we've hit pretty much every point here that we need to. And we get this area. Now we're just filling in the rest of the colors. So this is really just all we're doing. Once we've got that, that's about where we're going to end the video. So I hope you enjoyed this video so far. It's been really nice to draw Black Panther, and I hope you enjoy the video too. Alright, drawn Black Panther, and we've got Black Panther. Right now we're just having technical difficulties looking for the color, the search for the ultimate color. Alright, so as you can see, we're really just finishing up now, and we've got Black Panther and everything else. Now let's move on to the top. I nearly forgot about that, but don't think I did because, of course, I'm coloring in right now. Alright. Now that we've got that done, I think this is probably one of my favorite videos, favorite drawings, just favorite everything. Because this just became super cool and went from level 1 drawing all the way to level 10 in my opinion at least. And I hope you think that too of the video. So now I'll probably just use the pencil to highlight gently in the different areas for like the gray aesthetic, because the silver was really at the top for the vibranium, and I just now ready to end the video and then we'll be good. So this gray is going to act as the vibranium color for now, and it actually comes up eventually with a pretty good vibranium color, or the metal color that they use. Alright, now that we've got that area and that area, this area too, and move on here with the vibranium, just chest plates, everything. Vibranium, the only steel in the world that's super strong. Everything else is useless compared to it. But enjoy the vibranium while it lasts. Buy it now for $5.99.99. $99.99.99. Alright. I just shade in the rest of this. Shade it in. Shade it in here. Shade it in here. Shade it in here. Here and here. Oh, forgot one crucial area. The very crucial area is right here. Oh wait, no, actually, for this area it's going to be actual pure vibranium. So let's finish coloring in that instead of the actual pattern. Anyway, as we come up to the 30-minute mark, this is probably one of the longest video I've done on my channel, but really, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It's really fun to draw and just do overall. So remember to subscribe, like the video, and turn on notifications. And for surviving this long, watching this video, you get an official Dragon Draw Studios seal of approval. And until next time, see you later. Bye!